Hey guys, part 2 of the targeting mod ADS speed. Wait a second. Alfred, look at this guy. He's wearing the same sweater. Oh my god, you make me sick. 3 intros recorded on the same day? Ugh! That's right, it was going to be a 20-minute video last week. I broke it into 3. This video is specifically talking about snipers. I'm still going to go through a little bit of the basics in case this is the first video that you're seeing. So thank you for watching. I hope the information helps you make a decision on your own build, and I hope you enjoy it. Your character's agility around handling their weapon can be broken into these 3 sections: ready time, ADS time, and away time. Today, we're focusing on ADS time specifically for sniper rifles. Reminder from last video that I did 7 out of the 8 combinations. I accidentally forgot to try the combo of a precision mod plus the sniper targeting mod for a total of 9. But I still think that the conclusion is going to be the same. Again, I thought these things should move, linearly. They should improve one by one. And then a recap on diminishing returns in case you didn't watch the other video. For those of you that don't know what diminishing returns means, is that if this says it was +5, you would think that stacking these +5 on each would give you a total of +10. That is not the case. Diminishing returns means every increment gets smaller and smaller. So the first one can give you +5, then the second one might give you +3, the next one might give you +2, then +1, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I'm just here to let you know that when you get Quickdraw and Snapshot in the mix, these helmet mods have less of a linear impact on your gun, and I wanted to show you guys the results. The gun that I chose was the Beloved. That's the sniper that I use right now whenever I'm scrimming or I'm playing comp or just PvP in general. This is the gun that I use. It's got really good base stats on there. You can get it from the menagerie. Yes, it's a bit of a pain because you can only usually get 1 or 2 to drop right now. But either way, ADS speeds are relative to the gun that they're on anyways, so I figured this was sufficient. I wanted to start with the slowest sniper possible. And again, the same 7 scenarios. This is what it looks like frame by frame. Now I'm going to show it 4 more times in slow motion so you can get a better idea. I'm going to be providing a summary at the end of all the scenarios for snipers anyways, so I'm just going to lay this here so you can see it. The slowest is 28 frames at 467 milliseconds. All the targeting mods at the very high end, from enhanced sniper rifle to mod stacking those different scenarios, they all produced 21 frames, which is 350 milliseconds. So I could definitely notice a difference, and I would highly recommend running this if you do not have Quickdraw or Snapshot on your sniper. Frame by frame. I want to point out right away that Quickdraw is unreal. Not only does it max out your handling and affect your ready time and away time, the ADS time is significantly reduced. This is 300 milliseconds already, which is faster than the fastest scenario without Quickdraw. Before, it was 350 milliseconds, I think, was the best you could do with your mods, which definitely had an impact if you don't have Quickdraw or Snapshot. But Quickdraw already overrides all of those mods. The fastest ones, these were all the same. When you have Quickdraw on, it compresses the time that it takes to zoom in enough that it didn't really matter what I ran here. So again, mod stacking just completely not worth it at all. Once I added Snapshot to the mix, things just started to get weird. Snapshot has such an impact on ADS speed that it's almost like these mods have no room for a linear increase in speed across the board. And so at this point, if you have Snapshot on, there's literally no reason to be using these mods on for the sake of ADS speed. Hint, hint, I'm going to be making another video on the aim assist impacts of these mods. Here's your frame by frame comparison. Snapshot on its own with no Quickdraw had the exact impact of having Quickdraw and the fastest mod possible. You start to add mods to this, and yes, you can shorten it down to 12 frames and 11 frames. But again, like I said, this is 1 precision versus dual precision. So that this, clearly my tests weren't perfect, but I redid them again. I got very similar results. These were both a mix, so it seems like Snapshot just has that impact, especially when recording at 60 frames per second. If I recorded at 240 frames per second, yes, I'm sure we could notice a more clear picture, but so many of us only play at 60 or 144 or 30 frames per second on console, for example, that I felt like this was enough to show what Snapshot can do. Yes, that's right. I labeled them all green. They're all really freaking fast. Here's the frame by frame. I redid this test 3 times. Every single time I did it, across all variations, they were between 11 and 12 frames, and it seemed to swap which ones were 11, which ones were 12. So ultimately, when you have Quickdraw plus Snapshot, that obviously beats all other scenarios with or without the mods. Wanted to summarize all of this for you. So I put the 4 scenarios next to each other. We had no Quickdraw, no Snapshot. Then we had Quickdraw without Snapshot. And we did Snapshot without Quickdraw. And last but not least, we did the combination of Quickdraw and Snapshot. So as you can see, and I'm sure all of you feel this way, when you have no Quickdraw or Snapshot and no mods on your helmet, it scopes in real slow. You can add mods onto there and do pretty decent though. 350 milliseconds isn't that bad to zoom in, but I really think that you do need Quickdraw or Snapshot because Quickdraw alone cuts another 50 milliseconds off of that with no mods at all. If you really prefer to speed up ADS speed on something else, like a shotgun or a fusion rifle or whatever it is that your heart desires, I think that Quickdraw is fine on its own with 300, but adding those mods to my helmet instead of hand cannon, for example, can simulate Snapshot for my sniper as long as I have Quickdraw. Of course, once you have Snapshot, you don't need mods on there at all. 233 milliseconds, I feel, is perfectly fine. When you add mods on top of that, you're already looking at 183. So if you're out there thinking you absolutely must have the combo of Quickdraw and Snapshot, I'm here to tell you that you really don't. Yes, it is definitely the best because there are scenarios where you need to pull out your sniper as fast as possible, so you need Quickdraw. But if you didn't get that god roll and you are sick and tired of running Menagerie over and over and over again, you can get very close with 233 milliseconds without Snapshot if you use mods on your helmet. Hope you guys found that information helpful. For me, the biggest thing was recognizing that Quickdraw not only had an impact on my ready time and await time, like we all knew, it really helps with ADS time. And so, you know, I've been chasing that Quickdraw Snapshot god roll for so long on my beloved, and I really don't need to. You know, if I use sniper targeting, I've got something pretty close to Snapshot anyways. But I am a shotgun main. So for me, I'm going to be focusing on shotgun targeting instead of my hand cannon targeting. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in my next video. Peace!